Good evening. Can we get you all to grab a seat if you can find a seat? And the good news is, oh my goodness, we need a bigger room. Woo! Good evening to all of you, and welcome to our celebration Blitz. I have to tell you, you kind of take my breath away, and here's why. Literally, you don't know it, but 9 years ago, when I chose to set on this adventure that I had no clue what I was doing, I did envision there would be big rooms with lots of people that really got it. That got the value of what does it mean to have a healthy body and a healthy lifestyle. And more importantly, how do you share that and create a wealth vehicle for all of us to change many lives. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of my dreams. I am so excited to have you here tonight. Give yourself a round of applause. I haven't met some of you, and I want you to know my name is Carol Waldenberg. And 9 years ago, a woman introduced me to this system, and she said, you can lose 7 to 15 pounds in 9 days. And I looked at my lovely friend Joni, and I said, that absolutely can't be healthy. But I had no problem. I moved right over to my big ego brain, and I said, and so who cares about health? I need to release 7 to 15 pounds. And so I chose to do a very disciplined, determined system. And in fact, I released 12 pounds. Hey, more importantly, it's still gone. I never went and found it. And I slept like a baby, and I had energy like I hadn't experienced in years. And so with that, I knew this was an incredible nutritional system. And that's about all I knew. I had a job, so I certainly didn't need a job. And my job was a pharmaceutical sales rep. And I was getting to the point where, you know, I really hated my job, but I couldn't imagine what else I'd do in Spokane, Washington and make 6 figures. And then these two beautiful, I think I have a clicker here that John's going to yell at me again, but, oh, point here. John, am I going up? I'm going right. And I'm just going to rely on my friend John here, who shakes his head at me all the time. Anyway, I have adopted 2 beautiful babies. And that's my Sophia and Olivia. They come from China, and I chose to adopt them as a single mother. And as you know in life, children will change our lives. Of course, every day for the good, right? And I continued to do my job. I did not have a life. I traveled every week. I had a nanny, and my lovely parents who I saw walk in this room have been very supportive my entire life. Oh, they're in the front row. Good news. Thanks, Mom and Dad. But the reality is this. I'm sitting in Wenatchee, Washington, and I'm on the phone with the nanny, and I'm on the phone with the girls, and I'm asking them how are their days. And I realized I hung up, and my heart is sick, because I realized I didn't cross the ocean to adopt them, to sit in a hotel room and literally have somebody else raise my children while I was planning for a very difficult boss that night. Anybody relate to difficult bosses? Okay. And so it was that night that I said, if I do the same old, next Wednesday night I'll be in Wenatchee, Washington, and the next week I'll be in Wenatchee, Washington, and how many can relate to if you do the same old, the same old results in life? And so that night I said, Imagine if I worked as hard for me as I do for the stockholders of that company. Would possibly 5 years bring me time freedom and the financial freedom to live a life of choice with my daughters? And I am here to tell you, if you simply open your mind to a new way, this is a vehicle that can bring all of your hopes and dreams come true. And I'd like to share with you, 2 years ago I had an opportunity to take a look at possibly going to Costa Rica with my girls and learning a new language, new culture, and just an opportunity to do something different. For me to be able to even take a look and go, imagine, what if, and what would that look like, blew me away. Because I'd never looked at life that way. How many can relate to never really looking at open possibility, imagine? Show of hands if you just have never lived that way. I didn't. And so we did. We left last year and moved to Costa Rica, and my daughters got to experience a private European school, which was so different from our schools. They learned Spanish. They learned about a culture. We learned to be close because many times we were afraid. And we learned how to navigate life. And so for that journey, I am so grateful. But more importantly, tonight I want you to take a look at you. What about you? Can you imagine dreams, goals, opportunities that might simply fit you? And what would that look like? Is it financial freedom? Is it health freedom? Is it the finances to have a foundation to give back? Is it anti-aging? There are so many reasons to want freedom. And so I would love a show of hands. How many, is this your first meeting that you're taking a look at tonight with Isagenix? Oh my gosh, that's exciting, you guys. Congratulations. I'm going to tell you this, that if you just open your heart and your mind tonight, our goal is this, that you will find some pieces that may fit the opportunities that you're considering in your life. And I want you to know that Spokane, Washington, and all of our surrounding areas, we have incredible leadership and we have incredible support for you not to walk this path alone. So know that this is possible, and it's possible with a team of people that clearly have a like-mindedness to take your goals and your dreams to new levels. So what tonight is, I'd like you just to simply dream. Open your heart and dream. What would that look like? I would like to paraphrase a gentleman we all know and we all love, Mr. Walt Disney. Is he the creator of magic, the creator of dreams come true for so many children and so many adults? Here's what he says. Do what you do so well that they will want to see it again and bring their friends. And I will tell you, this is what I've done for 9 years. And tonight is a combination of bringing all your friends. So with that, I am so grateful that you're here. I would love to introduce to you tonight one of our corporate leaders that I am so excited to have with us. This young woman has been with us since 2010. She has a bachelor's of marketing, cum laude, from the University of Arizona. She's a supervisor of our sales and marketing. And what does that look like? That's our promotions, that's our podcasts. A lot of you have probably seen her running the live stream. So in our big corporate events, we actually can tune in, which is an amazing technology nowadays. And I want to tell you a little tidbit that since she has been using this system, she's been in 2 bodybuilding competitions. And I'm telling you, this woman is one strong woman. Please welcome to the stage, Miss Jacki Shoemake. Woo!
Well, I do have to make one correction. I went to Arizona State University. Oh! Which is much better than University of Arizona. My whole family went to ASU, so there's a lot of pride there. But thank you so much. Wonderful introduction. Can we talk about this event? I mean, so professional, put together by the Northwestern Board. If you could just give them a quick round of applause. You know, on the corporate team, we go to a lot of different cities, and this is definitely one of the most polished and professional events that I've ever been a part of. So kudos to you. So again, I was sitting over here, so I didn't get to see everyone's hands. This is your first event, Isagenix event. Perfect. And how many of you are, you know, when you heard about Isagenix, you're like, it's a pyramid scheme? Be honest. Does anyone have their hands crossed right now? Because you're like my favorite ones I like to look at. Well, I'm here to tell you I work on the corporate team, and this is not a pyramid scheme. This is a real opportunity. We're working with people every day who are changing their lives physically and financially. Like Carol said, my name is Jacki Shoemake Palmer. I got married 2 years ago, and I just cannot get rid of my maiden name. It's just attached to me. And I do sales and marketing at Isagenix. So anyone that's building a business, I work with them a lot, helping them with tools, incentives, promotions. I've been with the company since 2010, and I love it. Also joining me today is Brian Anderson. Where is he? He's hiding. Brian has just joined the sales team. He actually came from IT. It's okay. He can do sales too. And Brian is your director of sales for the Western region. So get used to this face because you're going to see it a lot. So I'm going to share, if it's okay with you guys, a little bit about my story, how I got to Isagenix. After I went to Arizona State University, I decided I was going to get a marketing degree, and I thought medical sales. I was going to do medical sales. I was going to make a lot of money. I was going to help a lot of people. And so anyone who knows me, if I put my mind to something, like, it will be mine. So by the time I graduated school, I had a medical sales job, and that's what I was doing. But what I realized was I really wasn't helping anyone. I wasn't rolling in the dough like I thought I was going to be. And it was just more assisting people with their problems. And at that time, Kathy Coover and some individuals had came into my office and were suggesting that we also sell Isagenix. We had a retail front, and so we put it in there. So I was helping people with their wheelchairs, hospital beds, all these different things, but I wasn't really helping anyone at all. And you know, I had one woman, she came in and she started using the Isagenix products. And that was the only person I ever helped at that company actually transform their life. So when Kathy Coover came to me and asked, do you want to come work at Isagenix? You can't say no to Kathy. So I said yes, and I joined the team in 2010. Since then, I've changed my entire, physical body. I've done 2 bikini shows. My husband gained 40 pounds in college, lost 40 college with Isagenix, and now my whole family's on this system because when you use it and you love it, it's hard not to talk about it. Does anyone agree with that? So Isagenix, being at the corporate office, it's a little bit interesting. We're in Chandler, Arizona. If anyone wants to come, pop in. We do tours on Friday. But there's just this buzz going around in Isagenix. And I think you guys can feel it, especially in the fact that we had to add chairs tonight. We have nearly 300 people here. So what's going on in Isagenix? Well, really, we're making headlines. We just got back from our celebration in San Diego, and there's some amazing stats. Isagenix is now number 29 among direct selling companies worldwide. Our sales are up 57%, 63% over more new people join than last year. And we've done 114 million over last year, and are on track to do over 250 million. And yesterday was the biggest day in our entire history. Who can get excited about that? So there's a little bit of buzz going on. People are checking out Isagenix. We have over 120 millionaires. There was a month when I swear we were popping a millionaire every week. It was crazy. So something's going on, right? Well, what does this really mean? All these numbers and this growth and sales. All it means is that we're just transforming more lives. When, 3,000 people join in one day, that's 3,000 lives that are going to be different a month from now, 90 days from now. That's all it means. And Jim and Kathy and John Anderson, they started this company with this vision to impact world health, free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process create the largest health and wellness company in the world, and they are doing it. John Anderson has created over 2,000 products, and he's amazing. His beautiful daughter Kirsty's here in the audience joining us. And John is a product, he's just amazing at formulating products. He's known as the mineral man, but he would always have to skimp on ingredients, and he didn't like that. He wanted the best in the product. So he found a vehicle, network marketing. You cut out the middleman, no advertising, no marketing, all word of mouth. You can deliver a powerful product at a reasonable cost. And he knew if he wanted a network marketing company to work, he needed Jim and Kathy Coover. Now, Jim Coover had put together corporate structures before. He knew what it took to make a banging comp plan, to have the corporate team that rocked. That was his strength. And then his beautiful wife, Kathy, she had been in your shoes. She had been in network marketing before. She has the heart and passion of, an associate. So you've got this trifecta, I like to call it. John with the products, Jim with the compensation plan, and Kathy with the associate, mindset and passion. And they're coming together and creating the largest health and wellness company in the world. We're in over 12 countries and expanding. But you know what I love the most is we are growing in our domestic market. People like your neighbors, people here in the United States, Canada, are experiencing amazing product results, but then also wealth creation. And that's pretty powerful. A lot of companies cannot say that they're growing in their domestic market. And we are going to be expanding into Vietnam and Indonesia. You can check out, we have a page called ISA FYI. If you know anyone in those markets, get excited because some big things are happening at Isagenix. And one of those stats that we shared, and I want to give a little info to you before I bring up our main speaker, is every year over 1,000 network marketing companies start. Like most traditional businesses, 10% will remain after 1 year. Only 80 companies have ever made it to 100 million per year. 50 companies have made it to 300 million per year. 5 companies have made it to 300 million per year and continue to grow in North America. And only one health and wellness company has ever made it to 500 million a year and has grown over 45% in their domestic market, and that's Isagenix. Do you think we have something special? So I'm going to bring up a gentleman, and he's going to tell you what's going on. Why do we have all this momentum? Why is Isagenix exploding? And this guy, he's one of the funniest men you're ever going to meet, and I hope you all get to talk to him after the event. He was a former police officer, canine officer. He comes from Canada, and like I said, just hilarious. He's one of your Isagenix millionaires and no network marketing experience. So if there's anyone here who thinks, I don't have any experience, I don't know if I can do this, this guy, he did it, and you can too. So please help me welcome Isagenix millionaire Mike Dallaire.
All right. Didn't Jackie smoke this? Was that awesome? Great. Well, that's one of the things that's so great about Isagenix is that they're really attracting quality people to the corporate team. And that's where we get our support. And we're going to be talking about that a little bit. But you know what? I'm really excited because I really wanted to do this part with another amazing woman who I think is really going to be able to add so much value here. And anytime I've had the opportunity to co-train with her, it's just been an absolute honor. So, what I'd love to do is bring up this next amazing woman. She's a certified fitness instructor. She's been instructing for over 30 years. But besides that, she's an amazing woman, an amazing mom to 8 beautiful kids, absolutely passionate about the products we have, and absolutely passionate about helping people change their lives both physically and financially. So what I'd love to do is bring up to the stage Isagenix 2014 Woman of the Year, 8-star Platinum, Cindy Hedges. Woo! right. Awesome. So, you know what? It was really exciting because we wanted to see, just with a show of hands, how many people here are here for the first time just looking at information tonight?
Awesome.
Awesome. This is going to be of great value. What I'd love to do, hey, Cindy,
Sorry,
did you want to take
this? I know I'm going to need a little more space than this. And how about the basket? We'll just put it right over here.
That's for tips. We're going to be playing later.
Oh,
No.
yeah. We'll be here all week.
So why don't you take the first part of this, because
Awesome.
this is really your expertise
Yeah.
as well on the products, and just be able to share
Okay,
that, and then just call on me if you
leave
need
to
anything.
talk about the money. How about that, Mike?
Oh, game on.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Awesome. Well, I'm super excited to be here tonight with everybody, and I know probably mostly everybody in the room because this is my hometown, Spokane, Washington. Excited to be here tonight. I'm so proud of you guys for filling this room. This is an amazing, amazing company that we have the opportunity to share with you tonight. We have absolutely fallen in love with this company. It's made a huge impact on our family. It's just been phenomenal. If somebody would have told me 8 years ago what Isagenix would have meant to our family, I would have never believed it. It's just been absolutely life-changing. So tonight, like Mike said, my background is fitness and health, and I'm so excited because I get to talk about the product tonight. Normally, I'm sharing the stage with beautiful Kirsty Cody, and she is a rock star trainer on the product. But I get to talk a little bit about it tonight. What I loved about what Jacki shared, and wasn't she fantastic, our little Polly Pocket, Jacki Shoemake, she's a dolly, is all the growth that's happening in Isagenix. All the growth that's happening in Isagenix. This company's in full-blown momentum. This is why. Because we have life-changing products. Life-changing products that are powerful in the body. They're visual, they're emotional, they're consumable, and they're timely. These products address the 4 main issues that we're facing today globally as far as our health. Toxicity in our environment. A lack of nutrition in our foods is a lack of nutrition in our bodies. This whole issue of obesity and the damaging impact that stress has on our bodies. Does anybody in the room have any stress at all in your life? Good, we've got solutions for you guys. A 4-year-old, that's right. Yeah, we have a 5-year-old at our house right now, and that is a good stress producer. Let's take a look at what we're facing today. We live in a toxic environment, and exposure every single day to toxins in our air, our water, the foods that we eat, the lotions, the cosmetics that we use. Your skin is the largest organ on the body. Do you know that what you put on the skin is in your bloodstream within 20 minutes into your liver? Your body's like a giant sponge. We're taking it in all day long. Couple that with a lack of nutrition, the body works like a detoxifier. You're either assimilating nutrition or you're dissimilating waste. So the body is the detoxifier, but in the absence of the proper nutrition, it can't function optimally. So we've got all this coming against us every single day. Worldwide obesity, look at this, it's doubled since 1980. How many of you guys were in high school in 1980? I'm totally dating myself here, but arms in the air, okay. Wasn't even born yet. Thanks for shouting that out, Keith. I appreciate that. All right. You're sleeping on the floor tonight. Okay, these guys traveled. Eric came from Boise for this event. His brother Keith drove over from Seattle. So they're staying with us tonight. So we have a spot for them. And you're sleeping on the floor, smarty pants. So there you go. No. Almost 50% of adults worldwide are overweight or obese. 31, almost 32% of our kids. That's crazy. Guys, this is not a cosmetic issue. This issue in America is crushing our healthcare system. Financially, it could create some huge issues in this country. We've got to get a handle on it. Does anybody feel like this? 86% of men, 67% of women work more than 40 hours a week. Who in the room works 40 hours a week? Put your hand in the air. Who in the room works over 40 hours a week? Hands in the air. Look around. How do you feel after you've worked 40, 50, 60 hours a week? Shout it out. Tired. Exhausted. Stressed. Worn out. worn down. Is that right? Do you have a lot of time left over for your kids? For your family? Is it quality time when you do have time for them? Isagenix has solutions for these things. 76% of people cited that money and their jobs are their number one cause of stress. We're working all these hours. We don't have enough time in our lives to enjoy life. That's what we're going to be talking a little bit about here tonight. Not just feeding your body amazing nutrition, but creating the opportunity to create real quality time and a quality lifestyle for yourself and for your family. To not only have more time, but more life in that time and more years in that life. Isagenix has solutions for that. For weight loss, if anybody in the room has lost weight using the Isagenix products, I want you to stand to your feet right now. Stand to your feet and stay there. Everybody that's lost 1, 2, 10 pounds or more, stand to your feet. Everybody new, look around. Look around at the room, everyone. That's a clue. Does Isagenix have solutions for weight loss? We absolutely do. We do. You can go ahead and sit down. Guys, do you know that in America today, dieting is a $20 billion industry? $20 billion industry every year with a 98% failure rate. Is that a good investment of their money? No. It's absolutely not. Isagenix, though, is not a diet. Isagenix is all about rebalancing the body. So we're going to, as we go through the products, we're going to talk about that. For me, I was interested in weight loss, just like Carol. Carol and I were a couple of workout gals. Doris, too, if she's in the room. That's kind of where it started. Joni Brewer came over from Seattle, a cute little chubby mom gal. She got a booth at the Bloomsday event, and she was talking to Carol about losing 12 pounds in 9 days. And Carol, like she said, she was like, okay, I'll try that. And she did. Thanks for saying yes, Carol. Good job. And then Doris said yes. And then I said yes. And then Janny said yes. And Bonnie said yes. And Betsy said yes. And where's Betsy? There she is. And Kelly said yes. All of us little workout moms, okay? So I wanted to lean my body up. Had 12 sticky pounds on me. I couldn't lose it for 4 years. I know all the right things to do. That's my background. Eating organic, eating healthy, doing all right things, sleep, hydration, exercise. There's no shortcut to great health. Could not get that weight off. Was exhausted all the time. My handsome husband, Michael, can you stand up, honey? He's in the back right there. Yeah, this is my husband, Michael. 255 on his 6'3" frame. It was too much weight. Isagenix helped him take 40 pounds off in 6 weeks. But is that awesome? But here's what's so awesome, is that he's kept it off for 8 years. That's the power of this nutrition in the body. But again, it's not all about weight loss. Isagenix has solutions for energy and performance. My good friend, Betsy Frame, is a yoga instructor. She's a teeny tiny little person. She's just teeny tiny. No extra weight on her little body at all. Used the same system that I used to lose 12 pounds. Janny used to peel off 10 pounds. Kelly used to peel off 10 pounds. She didn't gain a pound. She didn't lose a pound. But she took her body fat from 22% down to 13.9%. Leaned her body up, developed gorgeous lean muscle. Do you want to just stand up and pose for us, Beth? Come on. No, she won't do it. But is that powerful? It's all about balancing the body. We've got solutions for healthy aging. Not really excited about being the poster child for healthy aging, I have to tell you that. Okay, I turned 50 this year in June. That's right, I'm going to embrace it, but I don't feel like I'm healthy aging because I feel like I'm 25 years old. Who doesn't want to feel like they're 25 when they're 50? That is fantastic. I wish I had a before and after picture of me at 40. I've got them on my fridge, 40 and I'm 48. I look exactly the same. I look really better in the 48-year-old picture. It's the craziest thing. I'm not saying it's going to be that way for everybody, but that's what it's done for me. It's been fantastic. And this whole issue of wealth creation, Isagenix is food with a compensation plan. We're going to talk a little bit about that tonight. Literally, when we jumped into IsaGenix, financially, we had no money to do anything new. We didn't. I didn't even know how I was going to pay for the product. I just needed it in my body. And as soon as I put it in my body, it was so powerful, I immediately had people in my life that wanted to do it too. And Mike's going to go through how this whole compensation plan is designed to help people get their product for free. It's the most amazing thing. You're going to love it. So what we're talking about here, better health and save money. IsaGenix is affordable. This is an average breakfast. How many of you guys don't even eat breakfast in the morning? Okay, well, we got an IsaGenix crowd in here, so only about 4 people. Good job. Because literally breakfast is the most important meal of the day. But when you look at even so many friends of mine, when I worked in corporate America, fast food breakfast, they bring it to work every single day. Or coffee shop breakfast, bagels and cream cheese and a coffee. Or a breakfast sandwich at McDonald's. It's horrible for your body. Don't do it. You're going to spend anywhere from $6 to $10 in the morning in a quick drive-through breakfast. IsaGenix has a perfectly balanced meal that feeds your body every essential nutrient that it needs every single day to feed your body on a cellular level and create great health. And it costs less than $3 a day. Is that affordable? For a perfect meal? It's fantastic. All right, what makes IsaGenix so dynamic? IsaGenix is a cutting-edge, scientific, anti-aging nutritional technology. It's like elite-level athlete food packaged for the average person. This is a 30-day system. That's what you're looking at here. 30 days is going to feed you over 68 meals in a month. Everything that you need to build a healthy, strong body for life. 4 days of cleansing in a month. It's the system that Betsy leaned her body up on. For less than about $8 a day for 2 whole food, better than organic, nutrient-dense meals. Life-changing products. We've got 5 pillars of health in IsaGenix. The first one is our Isaline Shake. Who loves the Isaline Shake? Awesome. What do you love about it? Shout it out. What do you love about it, Keith? Makes you feel great. Lights you up from the inside out. I love it. It's not too sweet. So much of what we eat is over-processed and too sweet. It's excellent. Go ahead. It's convenient. It's like organic fast food nutrition on the run. Absolutely. Over here. Fills you up. It fills you up. It's quick. It makes you feel fantastic. You don't feel weighted down. It gives you great mental clarity first thing in the morning. This is the purest whey protein on the planet. It comes from New Zealand. It's a medical grade level 7. There is no 10. It is sourced from grass-fed cattle in New Zealand. No hormone, steroid, or antibiotic ever touches these cows. It's very minimally processed, and it has an enzyme delivery system in it that has a world patent on it that actually, when you add water to it, it becomes like a living food. It starts to break itself down for quick assimilation in the body, and just like he said, it lights you up from the inside out. Whey protein is the most effective way to build and maintain lean muscle mass on our bodies. And I have my little niece, Rachel, come on over here, honey. Because one of the most amazing things that this shake does is create beautiful new little humans. We have a beautiful little Isa baby. This is Caleb. And he's only 6 months old. Isn't he cute? And Rachel had 2 shakes a day her entire pregnancy for 9 months. And he popped out perfect.
Tanner than me.
Tanner, and a nice complexion too. Tanner than Rachel. That's right. So it is the most amazing nutrition. Isn't he cute?
It's nap time.
Okay, it's nap time. All right. Thanks, Caleb. Good job. Okay. Cleanse for life. Who loves the cleanse? All right, me too. I love this. I love all the products of IsaGenix. I feel like this is magic in my body. I absolutely love this product. This is a botanical juice that has loads of minerals and herbs in it. The base of it is aloe vera. This is the nutrition that our bodies need to optimize their own detoxification system. Your body is the detoxifier. That's why you have a liver, kidneys, an adrenal system, a lymphatic system. IsaGenix is simply the catalyst to optimize your body's ability to detoxify itself. And the Cleanse for Life is such a huge part of that. It's a powerful antioxidant for your body to protect your organs and your cells. The Ionic Supreme. Who loves the Ionics? Woo! All right. What are some side benefits of the Ionics? What do you love about the Ionics? Wakes you up. It gives you great natural energy first thing in the morning. Angela? Calms me down. This was my go-to, like about 4 o'clock as my kids were coming off the bus, coming home, and my stress levels rising, and they're all, woo! And I just like throw back an ounce or two of Ionics, and it just kind of took the edge off my personality. It was fabulous. All right, over 100 active ingredients. It's loaded with adaptogenic herbs. It helps your body handle stress, helps with hormone balance. It's kind of a restoring. It creates a restoration, quick restoration in the body. It's excellent for athletes, helps reduce fatigue, helps with cortisol levels. I mean, so many amazing things, over 100 active ingredients in this product. The Ageless Essentials, vitamins. How many of you guys took vitamins before Isagenix? I did. We were already doing so many of these things. We were already spending money every month on protein. Michael had done protein for years. We'd used a lot of products, actually, that John Anderson had formulated in his prior career before Isagenix. So we were already spending money on that. We were already doing vitamins. I was reading about them in articles. You know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I hope it's working in my body. You know, I didn't know, and I wasn't getting the results. The beauty of Isagenix is it's a complete system designed by a master formulator to give you maximum benefit in the body, and it works. So this is, you've got a gender-specific multivitamin that is amazing for men or women. You've got the fish oil, the omega-3, 6, and 9. I'm so visual, and I need a little packet in my hands. The omega-3, 6, and 9, the fish oil, it's one of the purest fish oils in the world. It's got CoQ10, resveratrol, vitamin D3. Our CoQ10 is the only lipid-soluble form of CoQ10 on the market. That's fat-soluble instead of a crystal form. It's 800 times more effective and absorbed and utilized in the body than anything on the market. It's fantastic. And you've got a vitamin C in there too, an ester C that's a 24-hour release, very gentle on the system. Just that vitamin pack alone, where I was spending $150 on random things, that little pack alone, if you were just to buy the vitamins without the product B, is $68. It's like so affordable. Super high bioavailable. It's amazing. And then our 5th product is brand new, our 4th generation product B. This is cutting-edge anti-aging science, guys. This is one of the most advanced formulas on the market today, bar none. This product has to deal with supporting telomere health. For anybody that's not familiar with what telomeres are, you can get on Isagenix's website, isamovie.com, for everybody that's new, isamovie.com, and watch Telomeres and Aging, or What's Aging You. And it's going to go through kind of the explanation of what telomeres are. But research scientists have found the part of our DNA cell that ages our bodies, they're caps at the end of our DNA cell, and they shorten over your lifespan. The main things that create accelerated shortening are the main things that we're facing as far as American health. Toxic environment, lack of nutrition in our food, so a lack of nutrition in our body, obesity and stress, plus drinking, smoking, some of the things that we do to ourselves that aren't healthy. But this product in the lab is supporting that health, and we're having amazing success for people. It's a powerful antioxidant. It deals with the enzymatic function of the cell, and it is a fantastic product. Those are the 5 pillars of health with Isagenix. We've got over 70 different products with Isagenix. All of them are completely natural. They exceed the U.S. RDA standard for organic nutrition in America. Thousands of people have had the most exciting experiences using these products, and everything's 100% money-back guarantee. And one of the fun things about Isagenix, I say it all the time, now this isn't chocolate, but I'm a chocolate eater. Do we have any chocolate eaters in the crowd? With Isagenix, we get our protein with our chips and our chocolate. And we got a brand new bar. It's called the Nutty Caramel Cashew Bar. Do you guys like these bars? Everybody? All right, we have them tonight for everybody who came to sample a brand new bar. They're fantastic. 18 grams of protein. It tastes like a candy bar. It's so yummy, but it's low glycemic. The whole system of Isagenix is very low glycemic, so it won't spike your blood sugar. So it helps to balance blood sugar, helps your body stay in a mild state of fat burning as you're eating a healthy, sensible diet, lean proteins and low glycemic vegetables and fruits. The new bar is fantastic. People ask Jim Coover all the time, what's so special about Isagenix? What makes Isagenix different? Isagenix products work. They absolutely work in the body, and we've got the science to prove it. We now have 2 independent studies that have been done. This one was done at the University of Illinois in Chicago, where they put our 30-day system up against the American Medical Association's Heart Healthy Diet, the one that the doctors recommend. And what they found were that Isagenix, it blew it out of the water. You can see for yourself the stats. 50% more weight loss with Isagenix, 47% more fat loss with Isagenix, and twice as much visceral fat loss with Isagenix. The visceral fat is the internal fat that is unhealthy for your body. And Isagenix goes to work to assist the body's ability to break that down and release that. It's powerful. But the thing that I thought was interesting that the research doctor said was most impressive to her, these were all very impressive to her, but she said the compliance with people doing Isagenix. When they got done with the research portion and these people that had done this system, the people that were on the heart healthy diet went back to their old lifestyle, most of them. They didn't stick with it. But the people who had used the Isagenix products and had gotten these fantastic results stayed on Isagenix because it's food. It's a lifestyle. It's a way for us to simply redirect what we're doing and put some of the finest nutrition in the world into our bodies and brains and create an amazing quality of health. We have a fantastic organic skincare line that is all natural for the body. 7 products. Could go into that in detail. Sometime we'll have Kirsty come and we'll just do a whole skincare time where we can go through this. It's an amazing system. So think about it. Think about what you're doing currently right now as far as eating every day and washing your face. Could you take some of that money and redirect it? That's what we did, and that's what we're going to be talking about a little bit. The product works. 95% of people saw improvements. Again, they've got photograph after photograph after photograph showing that. Isagenix products work. Real results for real people on every different level. These are our friends from Michigan, Sarah and Rob Ward. They both lost 40 pounds in just over 3 months. That was 2 years ago. This young guy in 9 weeks gained 4 pounds of lean muscle and lost some body fat. Look at him. He's pretty happy with himself down here. Look at this cute little gal. She only took off 4 pounds. Do you think that these products in her body help to balance her body out a little bit? Absolutely. This couple, it's ideal to do it together. As you get started, if you're brand new here tonight, I encourage you, grab a couple of friends, get some people in your family doing it with us. When we got started, my husband and I bought enough product for us, my sister, 2 of our teenage girls. We all got started together. You want a little support team. It's more fun to do it together. This is Angie Roller Coaster. She's down in Scottsdale, Arizona. Angie lost 140 pounds with Isagenix. Isn't she beautiful? She just looks amazing. Her dad released 186 pounds. Do you think that that impacted the quality of health for that family? It absolutely did. And our beautiful Jill Berth, she's on the left right there, or the right as you're looking at her. She released 131 pounds, half her body weight in about a year. That was 5 years ago. Look how beautiful she still is today. It's fantastic. So we've got a couple of local people that have had some great results with Isagenix. So I'd like to invite Angela Radke and Jess Sears to the stage. Woo! Please give them a warm round of applause. All right, beautiful girl. So this is my great friend Angela. She has a heart of gold. She's a dolly, and she obviously had some fantastic results with Isagenix. Why don't you share your story with us?
Thank you, Cindy.
You bet.
So before Isagenix, I was uncomfortable in my own skin. I had tried everything to lose weight. Atkins, Fin, Weight Watchers. you name it, nothing worked for me. And I was tired all the time. I woke up tired in the morning, and I would just drag myself through the day. I thought that's how everybody was. I didn't know you were supposed to have energy to wake up and rock the day. I was actually introduced to IsaGenix at a medical appointment for my son. And I've been using the products now for about 3 years. Can't imagine a day in my life without IsaGenix, sincerely. I guess for me it's been a bit of a weight loss journey. I've lost about 65 pounds. I went from squeezing into my jeans to feeling pretty fabulous. But even more than that, what I noticed is that I'm able to live a more authentic life with my friends and family. So like the me that was inside is now, ready to shine. So that's been pretty cool. And what I thought was just going to be simply a weight loss journey turned into so much more. So when I was introduced to IsaGenix, I had no idea how I was going to pay for these products, literally digging in the pockets of my coin purse to pay for it. I had a 21-year construction business that was looking at closing its doors. I had a beautiful house that we built with our own 2 hands that was facing foreclosure. So I didn't know what I was going to do, but I knew I would do whatever it took. So I very quickly learned that I could get my products paid for by sharing with friends and family. So that's exactly what I did. And the first month in IsaGenix, it was a medical insurance payment. And my son has a chronic medical condition, so that was huge for my family, right? The next month, it was an all-state payment, 2 kids under the age of 21. You can guess what that bill was like. And then eventually, it was a mortgage payment. So due in part to our IsaGenix income, we were able to do a loan modification instead of a foreclosure to keep us in our home. So I guess what I want to say to you is that people are praying for help. I know I certainly was. And they're looking for solutions to pain, their physical pain, their financial pain. We have solutions that we can offer them. Don't be afraid to share this gift, right? Why is it only good enough for you and me? It's a gift that we have to share with others. I'm forever grateful. I don't know where Trish is, but I'm forever grateful with the friend that introduced me to IsaGenix. So just go out, find out what excites people most, and then show them how IsaGenix can be the vehicle to achieve that. Everybody deserves this gift. Everybody deserves IsaGenix.
Awesome, Angela. Thank you. You hold on to that. Okay. And Jessica, yes. And then this is Jessica Sears. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your journey, Jess?
So, can you guys hear me? No? Can you hear me? Okay. So, I am... Okay. So, I'm 23 years old, and I have kind of...
How old are you? Hold on.
23.
23 years old. I love it. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm a stay-at-home mom. At the time, I watched 2 little kids at my house because I needed to help with the income. And so for me, my husband, he at the time had his own construction business, and as a stay-at-home mom, I just couldn't justify asking my husband, hey, I want to get healthy. Can I spend this money to get healthy? And so as an insecurity in my own heart, I didn't ask him. And I just told the person that contacted me, I was like, no, I can't afford it. I can't afford it. Well, it was so heavy on my heart, and I was so depressed. I mean, I hid my weight well when I had clothes on, and people would tell me, oh, you look beautiful, you look beautiful. And it's not all about appearance or what size you are, but as women, when we feel so just not happy with who we are inside or how we look, it really just conveys that to other people. And so this was in November. So January came, and I was like, okay, babe, I'm going to charge this on our card, but I promise you that I will do everything in my power to get this paid for. And as soon as I put the products in my body, I felt amazing. I was able to keep up with the kids in my home. My daughter, I always just felt like I just needed to nap. I was like, she was 6 months old. I was always exhausted. And so within a couple weeks, I found a couple people that wanted to join me, and they're successful as well. And it's just been, I just wanted to stand up here and just share. I don't know who needs to hear this, but it doesn't matter what size you are or what size you want to be. You can reach that goal, and this is your vehicle. And whether you're stressed financially, stressed because you're overweight or sick or whatever it may be, don't limit yourself to whatever your box your boxes, step out of it and don't be afraid to talk to people and share. So, I mean, those are my before and after pictures, and I've lost, I mean, that's actually, like before, I've actually lost 35 pounds and 62 inches. So visualize, 62 inches is almost my height. So, I mean, that's pretty crazy to wrap
guys, too, for every 3 inches that you lose on your body, that equals 1 pound of body fat.
Yeah.
So that's powerful.
Yeah.
That is fantastic,
Thank
Jess.
you.
Congratulations to you. Good job, girls, both of you. Good job. Love you. Good job. So as I wrap up and I bring back to stage Mr. Personality, I really want to drive home, just like what Jess and Angela just said. Isagenix is a vehicle. It's a vehicle to meet needs in people's lives, number one. But literally, and I've told so many of my friends this is the last program, the last nutritional system you will ever have to use to create a strong, lean body for life. It's the truth. Is it the truth, Janny? It's absolutely the truth. You're going to feel amazing. And if you don't, in 30 days, you can send it back. Nobody does. I mean, very few. Very few. You've got to be ready. You've got to be ready, and you've got to put some discipline and some focus into it. But sincerely, it will be the most powerful thing that you ever put into your body. That's my experience. That's my opinion. And everybody's body's a little different, but these products are fantastic. So that being said, I'm going to bring back to stage my good friend, who I love, who I had the opportunity to meet through Isagenix. And he is fantastic. We already introduced him, so I'm just going to bring Mike Dallaire back, and he's going to talk about this life-changing opportunity. Come on up, Mike.
All right. Now, just honestly, give it up for Cindy again. She did a fantastic job. And, you know, for the new people in the room, we really just want to reiterate the fact that that's the foundation of this opportunity, is the world-class products that can either help you achieve your goals of weight loss. We've got professional, collegiate, Olympic athletes that are taking their performance to a whole different level using this nutrition system as well as the cleansing portion of it with the new NSF certified Isoline Pro. So, you know, there's not an issue with those collegiate athletes, those Olympic athletes, and those professional athletes to take it at, you know, take the best nutrition when they're looking at that. And that's what really offers this incredible opportunity, is when you've got world-class products that people put into their bodies and they get the results that you've been seeing, then that creates a whole different opportunity from a business standpoint. So what I'd really just like to explain to you before we get going is kind of give you a little bit of background on how I got started. Like, you know, like Jacki said, you know, I worked as a police officer for 21 years up in Canada in the province of Ontario. The last 8 years I had the privilege of being on the K-9 unit. And I got to tell you, my wife and I, obviously you can see, got a beautiful family of 5 kids up in Canada. That's like a starting lineup for a hockey team. And but what we were doing is, you know, even though I had an incredibly rewarding career, we were really coming up short in our family time as well as financially. You know, I bought into the whole, I'm going to work for this, you know, this government organization, and I'm going to work towards a pension. But after 21 years, every week and every month, we're getting to the end of the month, and we're still literally just scraping by. And that wasn't what we were buying into. So, you know, what we started doing is, you know, we were looking for a vehicle. We started getting into real estate, started flipping homes because I got really excited and jacked when I'm watching these shows that are, you know, hey, flip this house, you know, and you watch a show for 30 minutes and you see what they do, tear it apart, then next thing you know, make about $20,000. So we get out there and we start flipping houses. Well, let me just tell you, I'd really like to flip them something else because that wasn't how it worked. And so we kept looking and looking. So, and by chance, from a product perspective, my wife and I were actually looking to add to the family, and we were actually, it was my blonde guy sitting on my lap, Max. And so she actually, you know, decided to try these products to cleanse her body before getting pregnant. And when she showed up on the box, showed up at home with the box, I'm not going to lie, I was the most skeptical person. I actually clued into this money-back guarantee. and said, you know what, don't throw away the box so that we got something to ship it back in when it doesn't work. But I got to tell you, we had amazing results. I was all for trying it, and as a result, people started asking us what we were doing. You know, first 30 days, I released 26 pounds, but my energy went through the roof. And then that's when a friend of mine said, hey, why don't you look at the business opportunity? And I got to tell you, we never saw this big dream of making, you know, tens of thousands of dollars. Because when my wife got pregnant, what resonated with us was when she stopped working, her check stopped. She was a massage therapist. So when she wanted to stay home, and that really created a lot of stress for us financially. So what we ended up talking about was, what if we can make an extra $500 to $1,000 a month? That's what got us excited at that point, because that would make the van payment. That would pay a couple of the utility bills, and I'd just cover the rest with overtime. You know, it's pretty bad when, as a canine handler, I'm kind of wishing for bad things to happen so I can get called out. But you know what? Then when we decided to start looking at this and we plugged into the system, it was amazing what can happen. But, you know, and yes, and now we've got an incredibly blessed life. You know, and in less than 9 months, we were able to, you know, create a six-figure income and then retire ourselves within 20 months with a multiple six-figure income. But more importantly, what got me excited was the time I was able to spend with the family. And, you know, as you can see on the far left, one of my teenage daughters is an equestrian eventer, and, you know, that's what she competes in. She just absolutely loves it, you know, but that's something that never could have happened on a policeman's salary, because that freaking horse eats every day. And like I'm telling you, every day. Doesn't take a break. But we get to actually travel and spend some time together, right? And that, you can't replace those memories. And, you know, but tonight, that's kind of our story, and we're really excited. And the reason, you know, we are successful is because we are surrounded with amazing people who wanted us to succeed and supported us. And for the new people in the room, I want you to understand that that's what you have here in this opportunity. And all Isagenix has done is they've just created a different distribution method for these products. And what they've decided to do is just redirect the marketing and advertising money, and you'll never find these products in a GNC or, you know, anything like that in a store, Costco. You won't. What they want to do is just pay you for referrals. Can you imagine that? This is as simple as telling someone about an awesome movie that you saw, but the theater never gives you a kickback, right? Or, you know, talking about a great restaurant that just opened. You'll tell people about it. They'll go there. The restaurant doesn't give you a rebate. But Isagenix does. And I got to tell you, they'll pay you on all the referrals that you give. It's absolutely amazing. But what I really want to share, and you know, our story's great, and, you know, we live truly a blessed life, but I want to ask you, what brought you here? The new people that are here looking at this for the first time, what is it that brought you here? You know, are you looking to just improve your health? Are you looking to relieve some of that financial stress? Are you tired of just skimming by? You know, or are you looking to create more time freedom? I know a lot of business owners who look like they have a really successful business, but they're married to the business and they're missing out on their family life. So, you know, it's all about what you're looking for, and I just encourage you to look at this with an open mind, because I've got to tell you, you know, when you're looking at creating wealth, to me, wealth is freedom. It's everything. It's the ability to do what I want, when I want, with who I want, and most of the time that's with my family. Sometimes it's with some friends too. You know, but, you know, it's like going skiing during the week and not on weekends, because the lineups are too big on the weekends. You know, and that's my teenage daughters absolutely love that. I'll call the school and say, yeah, they're not coming to school today. Oh, are they sick? No, it's ski day. They got good marks. Ski day. All right, yeah, hanging out with Dad. So they're okay. You know, it's awesome to be able to do that. So, you know, but what does wealth mean? Like, you know, you have to define what you want. And that's the key thing, is what is it that you want? And we've got so many people that are radically changing their lives. Like when you see, you know, we've got mechanics turning millionaire. That's not like a lottery, people. They've worked at it. It's taken years. But, you know, when you start, you know, earning $500, $1,000, then maybe turning that to $1,000 a week. You know, they're working at it, but by building a larger network of people, They've been able to create a lot of freedom. And then we've got the younger generation, you know. Emily Vavra and her husband, 26 years of age, the youngest millionaires in his company. That's the strongest demographics that are growing in Isagenix right now worldwide in 12 countries, is the 18 to 35-year-old. And the reason being is they haven't been conditioned already to believe that they've got to go out and get a job and work for someone for 30 years and then go on. And I just want to be honest with you. I bought into that whole pension plan, worked 30 years, and I got to tell you, I just want to be clear, it's garbage. And the reason I say that is, as a policeman up in Canada, they'd say, okay, great, work 30 years, and then you're going to get 60% of your 5 best years. So I said, awesome. But they go, but it doesn't include your overtime. I'm like, well then, okay, it's really not my 5 best years. But then they said, okay, now, if something happens to you and you die, we're going to cut your pension in half, and your wife gets 30% now. And guess what? The only bill in the house changed was the grocery bill. Like, be real. This is how pensions make money. And then if something happens to my wife, my kids get nothing. Nothing after 30 years. But with Isagenix, you open up a business center, and you start ordering products, and you start helping other people achieve their goals. That business center is willable to your kids. And I'm going to tell you, that's amazing to realize that if something happened to my wife or I, that my kids are going to be taken care of for the rest of their life. And that's going to continue to grow because our network's growing. Don't kid you. I don't tell my kids what we make. I don't want them to Menendez us. But, you know, so, you know, that's just a surprise. But the key thing about this is when you're looking at this, I really encourage you is that we've got to make a shift. We really got to shift. If you're looking at a business for the first time or this is a different business model, you truly got to shift your mindset from an employee where we're used to trading time for money. You know, I want that money right now, and I'm going to just give you an hour of my time. Where as an entrepreneur, you're starting to invest. You're building an asset. And let me give you an example. I hope you can, everybody see this from here? So what I want to say is our beliefs, our philosophies, what we believe in, okay, the way we've been raised, the condition, we've been raised, you know, like I was talking about, you know, go to post-secondary education, which is a great thing, but then go and get a corporate job, be loyal to that corporate company, and then, you know, whatever kind of conditioning beliefs. Or to believe, no, millionaires, yeah, that doesn't happen in our family. All these kind of blueprints. But how you believe, your philosophies, what you believe, okay, determine your actions. Does that make sense? What you believe really determines your actions. Your actions create your results. Your results are your lifestyle. If you are not happy with your current lifestyle, your health, your relationships, you know, your finances, then guess what? It all starts here with your belief system. You've got to be open to trying to change something. If you want more, you got to become more. You got to be open. Does that make sense? Because that's something that was a real transition for us. You know, looking from employee going to, okay, how do I become a business person? And that's really key. So we're just asking you to be open. What's the opportunity? What's the possibility? So when you're looking at this, why network marketing? You know, at first I was skeptical because I was uneducated about this. You know, like I love what Jacki said. Is this a pyramid? You know, but what we found out is this is truly the most lucrative and fair business model in the world. And the reason being is that if you're with the right company, with the right compensation plan, what I love about this is that it doesn't discriminate against age. It doesn't matter if you're 18 or 80. It doesn't matter about your work experience, your education. The thing that matters is what's your determination. How committed are you to being successful? If you're willing to work, then this business model will pay you what you're worth. You know, what I'd really like to ask everybody right now is I want you to just think for 1 second here. Just take a second. And I want you to think of the most money you've ever made in 1 year at any job or multiple jobs. What's the most amount of money? Just take a second. I want you to think of that figure. You don't have to tell anybody it. Okay? And now I want you to think of this. That figure has absolutely nothing to do with what you're worth. That's just what somebody convinced you to work for. And it's so true. If you want to know what you're worth, start off by adding a 0 at the end of that number. If you're willing to work, we have the systems with this company that will absolutely change your life. I've never seen anything, another company with the personal and business development systems that will take you from newbie, which we were, no experience, like Jackie said, in this industry, skeptical. And then I said, okay, let's give it a try. You know, you don't shoot, you can't score, right? So I said, okay, we're going to do everything they tell us to do for a year, and then we're going to reevaluate. And I'm so glad we did. So, you know, like we said, why is this so attractive? 82% of women who make over 6 figures do it in the direct selling industry. Isagenix is 80% women. Why? This is such a powerful business model for moms to be able to create another stream of income so they can stay at home with their kids stress-free. That's powerful. Right? And then when we're talking about creating wealth, you know, it's not a lottery ticket, people. You know, when you're looking at leaders, what have they done? There's so many amazing leaders in this room. When you're looking at it, you know, they're hardworking. Of course, you got to be dedicated, committed, persistent, consistent, every day. It's like working out. If you want that good body, guess what? You got to go out there and do it. You can't hire someone to do your push-ups for you. And it's the same thing in this business. And it's okay. Are you going to stumble, trip, fall? Yeah, who cares? You get back up. You know, we're going to talk about that after the break. I'm really going to get into the mindset on how to be successful and the skills. So if for the new people, if you want to come back and get some really practical training that you're going to be able to apply as soon as you leave here to start making a positive impact on your business, then this is what you're going to be able to do. So when you're looking at, there's a lot of great resources. The websites that Isagenix provides, the systems there. So for the new people, don't worry, you don't have to write everything down. Just understand whoever brought you here, talk to them. Ask them for the systems and tell them that you'd like to give this a shot. You know? So from there, you know, a lot of people, you know, we're doubtful. You know, can I be doing this? You know, how hard is it? And a lot of people go, what do I have to do? And I'd love to ask you a question. What would you be willing to do to have an extra $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a week being deposited into your bank account? That truly, when people say, okay, what do I have to do? That's going back to the employee mindset. If you want to create the life of your dreams, if you truly want to create more freedom in your life, then you've got to start thinking differently and say, what would I be willing to do? Rather than what do I have to do? Does that make sense? And it's true. When you say you can set your own pay, absolutely. You know, I had a really hard time with this. You know, I was that person who used to dream about renting a cottage, never owning a cottage. That was the thing. So I had to break through that problem I was having with myself, like self-doubt. So, but the one great thing about Isagenix, and for the new people, is we've got an amazing system to help you start earning money right away. You can start getting paid before you even get your products delivered. And what we do is, it's as simple as when you open up an account with Isagenix, you get to purchase things at wholesale. And when you order one of the qualifying packs, then what will happen is if you just show 2 other people how to do the exact same thing, get started the way you did with a qualifying pack, you can earn a rebate back in your pocket of $150 to $370. And that's cash back in your pocket. And that's a company just saying, hey, thanks for referring someone to us on one of those qualifying packs. And it gets better. So when you actually say, hey, I would love to do this with 2 friends. It's kind of like a boot camp. How many people want to go to a one-person boot camp? No, honestly. It's so much funner to do with people. And so you do this with 2 friends, and then guess what? If that rebate's good for you, wouldn't you want to help 2 friends earn that rebate as well? So if you help 2 friends do the exact same thing and say, hey, who would you like to do this with as well? Would you like to earn a rebate? And if you do that, I'm going to tell you, the company, if you're able to just do that in 30 days, you're going to be able to earn anywhere from $600, $820 in your pocket in the first 30 days. So what was amazing is we kept it simple. We just kept doing this. Wow, we just find. And how many people did I have to find? Okay, not all at once. I couldn't hear you. How many people did I have to find? You know what? How bad would you love to put some cash in your pocket? You know, or help someone else? You know what? Sorry, I didn't hang around with a group of people who couldn't use an extra $500 a month. This meant a lot to them. So you know what? If you want to know more, definitely get with the person who ended up bringing you here today. But one of the things I'd like to ask is right now, if you've earned anywhere from $1 to $1,000 in Isagenix in 1 month, okay, $1 to $1,000, can you please stand up? Awesome. Yeah, give them a round of applause, people. This is... All right. Now, no, stay standing. Stay standing, please. Now, if you've earned... okay, no, actually, sit down. This is great. Look at that. We're going to sit you down. Because, you know, I really want the other people, if you've earned anywhere between $1,001 and $4,000 in a month, can you stand up, please? Look at this. Awesome. Okay, great. Please sit down. And if you've earned anywhere between, you know, say $4,000 and $7,000 in 1 month, that's it, not more, please stand. $4,000 to $7,000. Isn't that phenomenal? Okay, and look at that. Now, you know, I really want to, you know, people, for us, a six-figure income would be amazing. That's like $2,000 roughly a week. So can I have all the six-figure earners in the room please stand up? Who's earning 6 figures? Awesome. Awesome. I got to tell you, this business model is radically changing a lot of people's lives, the quality of their life. You know, and you know, we have a status in Isagenix that they're amazing on recognition. When you've been able to earn over $1 million, you know, you're recognized as an Isagenix millionaire. So could we please, if you're an Isagenix millionaire, can you please stand or come out to just to the front of the stage so everybody can see you? Please stand if you're an Isagenix millionaire. Please stand. Awesome. Yeah, just right out here. This is great, guys.
Guys,
come on, Michael. Janie, come on up here, please. If you're an Isagenix millionaire, please come on up.
Come on over.
You know, and the reason I'm just, you know, and when you become an Isagenix millionaire, I just want to tell you what that's an indication of is how many people you've helped. How many people you've helped. But you know what? I'd really love to show, you know, I know, can I have, okay. What we're going to do is, you know, there's someone here who, you know, when you stood up and said, I've earned, you know, anywhere up to $1,000 a month. Can you just stand for a second? Up to $1,000 in 1 month. Kenny, come on up here for a second, brother. Can I get a mic? Woo! Yeah, that's a big mic. I can't pick you up. That's awesome. All right. Okay, Kenny. Okay, what's great is you say you've earned up to, you know, anywhere up to $1,000 a month. Can you just kind of share with us what that's doing for you?
Sure. So, you know, Angela got up here and said, you know, it was start out being a payment for this, a payment for that. And what I did, I decided, you know, I'm going to have fun with my money. I didn't start paying bills with it. It was my little ISA card. It was, I took my wife out to dinner, or we'd take the kids out and do something. So it was our fun money. And that's where it started out being, just fun money, because it was fun sharing, so might as well keep sharing. And we've done that. So now, though, we're paying car payment with it. So it's like, it's doing a little bit more than it did when I first started. Nice, still fun. Still fun. The car's fun to drive, so it's absolutely still fun money. And I still take them out to dinner. And the kids love it because they see that card and they know what it means, because they know that A. And I'd make sure that they know where it's coming from. So
isn't that awesome? Yeah. Awesome. Now, how many people here would love to at least have their car payment made? You know, honestly, make some noise. Thanks, buddy. You're awesome. Thanks. Cindy, you wanted to share something.
Yeah, I did. Is my mic on? Here, let me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, is my mic on?
No, you can use it.
Okay, this one. Perfect. All right. I seriously, because we stand up here humbly before you, we're no different than anybody in this room. We all started exactly where you are, sitting in those chairs wondering, could this be a real opportunity for us? Michael and I were in a place, too, financially, where we needed the opportunity of Isagenix. We really did. We needed the products in our body, but we needed the opportunity. We did. And my goal when I started was to make an extra $2,000 a month. That's all I was just like, if I could do that and stay home with my kids, that would be just amazing. And we were able to do that in a pretty short amount of time. And it was crazy to me because literally I had such a busy life. I really had no extra time to do anything. But he told me I needed to go back to work full time. And I didn't want to do that. I mean, I was already working double full time. But literally because Carol said yes. Carol said yes. I'm going to bring you over by Mike. Then Doris said yes. Then Bo came along. And Doris stayed with me 8 months. 8 months. I wanted to do it from the very beginning, but financially I felt like I couldn't. And guys, when we got started, there was no you plus two, them plus two. There was a 9-day cleanse with a $10 referral bonus. That was it. That's what we started with. But that was okay because that's what we had. So we got jumped on, and I lost my 12 sticky pounds, and in about probably, 12 months, along came Janie Elo.
And that's when the party started.
And that's when the party started. She's not shy about it either. She's a ton of fun and sincerely has just become a super dear friend. And I did not know Janie before Isagenix. She was a referral to me. And so we got started and we just started to have fun and we built community with our people. And she grabbed our cute little Betsy Frame who didn't have a pound to lose at Costco with that finger. Come over here, let me tell you something. And God put Kelly Dickerhoof, our darling, beautiful Kelly Dickerhoof that's probably out in the hallway talking to somebody right now, on the plane next to her, and she said yes. We all just said yes. We said yes. We put the product in our body, and we loved it. And we saw this amazing vehicle, and we had a why. We had a why. There had to be a catalyst for change. So some of you, just like Angela said, some of you here tonight and people in your life, they're praying for something. They need something different in their lives. Isagenix can be an answer to that prayer. It was an answer to a prayer in our family. And I'm so thankful every day that we said yes to Isagenix. Do we all feel that way? And so many of our friends and family, it's made the hugest impact in their lives. It's a tangible vehicle to help people change their lives on whatever level they want to do that.
So let's let them know what the next step is. Because, for the new people here, right, so, you're one of 3 people. And that's what I'd like to say is, maybe you're looking at this opportunity and saying, wow, I would really love to create some financial freedom just like the 6-figure earners or, and really make this a go of this. Maybe make a 6-figure income and really create some more freedom in your life. If so, we've got a way for you to start. Absolutely. Or maybe you're like, number 2, maybe you just want to look at this as a part-time business. Maybe I'd love to make an extra $2,000 to $4,000 a month. That's really going to help your family. Awesome. Maybe you just want to invest maybe 10, 20 hours a week. Or maybe, you could be like the third type of person. You just want to look good on the beach. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
We can help you get started, and that's the key thing. So yeah, actually, I'll just finish that, but thanks so much, guys.
Thank you.
This is great. Give them a round of applause. So there's a couple of ways to get started, and we've got different packs. I got to say, if you're even remotely looking at this from a business opportunity, then what you want to do, our President's Pack is the Cadillac Pack. It's recognized as a business pack. So it's going to give you a lot of the stuff to start with. You can have a look at that. We also have getting started packs. But the key thing is, whoever referred you here, what you want to do is talk to them about your goals, talk to them about what you'd like to achieve on a health standpoint or even from a business standpoint, and they are going to get you started on the best pack that's best suited for you to get you going. And that's the key thing. So for all the new people in here, can you raise your hands? Because what we could do is we want to make sure that we have volunteers that are going to hand out some enrollment forms, or what we call them adoption papers. Okay, adoption papers. But have a look at them. And remember, I'm not sure if there's enough to take 3 each, but if you can, do it, because if you come in with 2 people, you can actually earn some money and put it back in your pocket. But that's one of the options that you want to look at. So just put your hand up, please, so that they can see, our volunteers can see you. They're awesome. So any new people, really wave. Woo! All right. Okay? And then what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking a short 10-minute break. Please don't move yet. A short 10-minute break. And what's amazing is everybody that walks out is going to have the opportunity to try the new bar. And then what we're going to be doing is when you come back, we are going to be getting into some nuts and bolts on skills and information. We've got some information to share with you about the most incredible. We've had the largest event ever held in Isagenix history in San Diego a few weeks ago. We're going to be sharing you some of the top highlights from there, and then get right down to some skills training that you're going to be able to apply immediately to your business to start moving it forward. And what we're going to do is, actually, I'm just going to share with you, we're going to be talking about how to connect with people and not come across feeling like you're a pushy salesperson. How many people would like that? Awesome. All right. So 10 minutes. Go. And please fill out those forms and get them to a volunteer.
Between Facebook and launch parties right there. So booking your launch parties, you guys should be, I mean, I know week 3 is when the corporate's having everybody do that, and I know Jacki was saying earlier that you want to book a launch party next week, and that's like in all of our heads, so we're all on that. But honestly, having a launch party probably once a week during these blitzes is going to really skyrocket your business. So that's what we're having all of our team members pretty much do, one a week.
That's awesome, because it creates consistency and builds community for your team. And all your brand new people that are getting started, they've got somewhere to plug their brand new people into. And then the 4th week is getting your people paid. It's training up all these brand new people, making sure that they're locked into the systems, they're in your Facebook groups, they're utilizing the Isagenix websites. We're going to go through those really fast. But that's really the key, and we're going to do it again and again. 3 30-day launches. It's that simple. The 90-day Blitz book is right here, the game plan book. You want to grab one and show them? You can get that from Sound Concepts. We have Sound Concepts here tonight, and you can get free shipping on anything that you order tonight. You can get 90-day game plan books. It's got everything in here that you need. So don't feel like you've missed out. If you haven't started yet, you can download this off isagenixbusiness.com. or order it from Sound Concepts and get it this week, and get yourself partnered up with a group of 5 to 10 people and get going. It's exciting. It's so much fun. We're having a blast. Okay, this is kind of an outline on kind of but this is, I think, in the book, so you can find that. Taking action is just kind of making your list, top 10 people, 10 to 20 people. If you're doing it, they're doing it. Who are those people you want to partner with as business builders? And then that's your road right there. The goal is executive, 10 people, personally enrolled, 5 on your right team, 5 on your left, and you've helped them share it with at least 2. That gets you to Crystal Executive. If you haven't done it, if you're new to Isagenix, literally you can get this done in a month to 6 weeks and make yourself over $5,000, between $3,000 to $5,000, depending on the systems and packs that people get started with. That's a lot of money, guys. A lot of money, and the system is duplicatable for all of those people as well. Tools to run on. Taking action. Talk quickly about blocking your time.
This was the no, you guys don't even know what goes on in this head. This is the best thing right here. Like when this was developed and there was the calendars and the time blocking where I could literally put it down and write it down and manage my time. You guys, there is so much wasted time that can be done in Isagenix. So make a schedule. Like literally block out a time. I mean, for our team, we have been so specific with this taking action schedule. Like there's like, we're working kind of on a fun game point system for our team. So like if they spend 30 minutes, whether they're, you know, in the Word with the Lord or meditation, they have to put that on their time block. They have to have a date night. Like they're having all these things. So make sure those are going in your action steps, and then block out your, you know, 2 hours or your 3 hours and be doing income producing activities during those times, because it's so easy to get caught up on Facebook. I mean, who doesn't just start going through their news feed? You know, during this blitz, I took Facebook off my phone so I'm not tempted by it. So I literally have to sit down at my computer. I get into action for 20 minutes and then I get away from it. And that is making my time so much more efficient.
That is a great tip. Did everybody understand that? She takes 20 minutes to get in front of her computer to do Facebook, and that's the time she spends. Otherwise, it's not on her phone. Her phone's used for connecting, following up, and prospecting. Okay? Awesome, Kelly. ISA sales tools, we just talked about that. So many great tools with IsaGenics. Don't reinvent the wheel. Use the tools. IsaProduct.com, when you get your new people started, this is where you go to plug them in to learn information about the product. Use the tools. Become a great tour director. Don't be the person that is the tool. IsaGenicsHealth.net. This is the science behind the product. You've got people that want to know the nuts and bolts. Send them here. They could read for a year on all the great information that's in there. IsaMovie.com. Every video that IsaGenics has. Pick the video that fits the person to get them started, and then turn them loose. ISA Body Challenge. Everybody, as they get started, encourage your team to get involved in the ISA Body Challenge. That's such a great community, guys. And if they follow through the entire challenge period, they get a certificate for $200 worth of free product. And they have the chance to win product the whole time, plus get great results. IsaGenicsBusiness.com. Everything that you need to build a business is on this website. Simple systems for you to follow and build your team. Success stories. We've got a couple of people. Jolene, would you like to come up? We've got one of our builders. We already heard from Ryan. We're going to wrap with Jolene really quick. Jolene has some fun things. This is our beautiful Jolene Fisher, and she. Woo! We love Jolene. Jolene was an assistant professor at Whitworth University in the science and exercise physiology department. And she jumped into IsaGenics a few years back and has loved it. She also, I mean, I don't know what it is about IsaGenics that wants to make everybody put on a blue or a red sparkle bikini and jump on stage. But she did it too, and she won her very first time. And she's just amazing. And she chose to walk away from that full-time position to build full-time with IsaGenics and be home with her children and her family. And she's just beautiful. We love her. So we'd love to hear your share about the 90 days.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I did the 90 days challenge starting a year ago when Eric Worre had introduced it to us at Celebration over a year ago. And I actually decided to get into action with it and start developing a team around that approach because it was a simple tool. Before, I had these notebooks and all these things just filed in these notebooks that I'd take with me everywhere, and I had this humongous bag that I'd carry around with me to share IsaGenics with. And after the 90-day game plan came out, it was just that was the book that I brought with me everywhere because it had every single tool in it I needed to share with people and to present the business opportunity too. And in that time, I found some pretty incredible builders. Some of them are in this room right now. But I do want to give gratitude to Betsy Frame for enrolling me and for all the other amazing people that are on my team that I work with every single day. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here, and so thank you for that.
Awesome.
But in that time, just grabbing a couple people who wanted to do that 90-day game plan with me, even though some of them were just dipping their toe in, it made a big difference in my business. And Eric Worre talked about the 3 different levels that we can approach this 90-day game plan with, and that is, just dip your toe in, just do a little bit more. And then the second level would just be, maybe do 20 to 40 hours a week. If you're going to do this part-time, can you give 20 hours a week? And if you can give more than that, go all out. Give 40 to 80 hours a week in this 90-day game plan. So what level are you? Okay. Assess that in what's realistic for your life right now in these next 90 days. Because for me, it meant the difference between when I walked away from my job last June, the 90-day game plan started in August. And I needed that income. I had a goal in mind for 22 cycles, and I needed to get that, and I did. It took a few months to get there, but I hit that 2-star mark, and I consistently kept that.
Awesome.
And then now, today, a year later, I'm making double what my husband makes, and my why going forward in this next 90-day game plan is to help him walk away from his job too, and be able to do some fun stuff. Excited.
Awesome. Yeah. And isn't that nice? The husbands don't feel threatened by that when we double and triple their income. It's a good thing. So it keeps a happy home. Thank you so much, Jolene. Fantastic. Woo! All right, so we're going to wrap it up. Kelly, anything else that you want to share?
I think it really needs to, so you guys got those the forms for celebration and New Year's kickoff, and I don't think we spoke on how really, really, really important it is to be there. And you're getting a good deal tonight, and we're not here to, sales pitch you. You guys aren't on my team. Not everybody's on my team, but you want to be there for your team. 3 years ago, somebody gifted me a room to celebration and a ticket. And I took that room, and there shoved 8 girls in that room. We slept on the floor. It was disgusting. But we want it that bad, 8 of us. So fast forward 3 years later, and there was 504 team members at this last celebration. Those are the numbers, you guys. You have to get to events. And so I just don't think we push that enough. New Year's kickoff will sell out. There's 4,500 tickets, and I think they're like at 3,000 already. Yeah. So they will sell out. So get your tickets tonight, you guys, and I'm telling you, just be there.
Absolutely. That's awesome. All right. Good job, Kelly. Okay, so we are going to bring back to the stage Mr. Personality, Mike Dallaire, and he is going to take us through a piece on connecting. Again, honing the skills, developing the skills that you need to be successful in this business. They're simple skills. But he's going to come up and talk about the primary skill that you really need to master. So please welcome back to the stage, Mike Dallaire. Woo!
All right, give it up. Woo! All right. And I got to tell you, isn't that astounding? Can you imagine? I don't know who gifted Kelly that room, but try to figure out what the return on investment of that room. Do you think that was worth it? That business exploded. And the key thing about when they're talking about celebration, we're really talking about, what do events do? They really build belief. And I'm going to tell you, when a lot of people say, what's the biggest difference between the people who are successful in building this business and the people who struggle? And I'm going to tell you, it is belief. And I want to talk to you. What I'd like you to do very quickly with a pen and paper, they've given you some sheets of paper that you could take notes on. What I want you to do, this is going to dictate for you. It's really going to tell you what's going on in your business. What I'd like you to do on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being low, 10 out of 10 being you're bulletproof, I want you to rate yourself. Okay, where are you in the profession of network marketing? Do you believe that this profession is a sustainable business model? It rocks. Or, do you kind of get that queasy feeling in your stomach when someone says, is this a pyramid? And you're like, oh, no. If that's how you feel, I'm going to venture to say you're not a 10 yet. So I want you to just write down a number on a scale of 1 to 10. Where are you on the industry and profession of network marketing? Second, IsaGenix, the company, on a scale of 1 to 10, where's your belief that you believe this is a company that is a legacy company that's going to continue on? Or maybe you don't know. You might be new. That's okay. It doesn't matter where you're at. I want to know. Just write down a number that maybe you don't know anything about the company. That's okay, but where's your belief? Products. On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you that these products absolutely can change the quality of your life? All right, just a number. Compensation plan. Where are you that you believe that this compensation plan is very lucrative? You can make a lot of money. You believe, like, wow, you know what? This is the real deal. Okay? And the 5th place, and I got to tell you, this is one of the most important. Okay? Yourself. On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you in your belief that you can be successful with this opportunity? Okay? And the reason I want to talk to you about that, and this is going to give you an indication truly about where you need to do some work. Because your goal, if your business isn't moving, if maybe there's somebody in your team that, wow, they're not taking action, they're not, they're struggling, I'm going to tell you, it's because they lack belief in one of these key areas. Your job here, we've just found out, we're not doing brain surgery here. This is where you want to get yourself to a 10 out of 10 in all of these key areas. And when you do get there, you're going to be like 10 feet tall, bulletproof. There's nothing anybody's going to be able to say to you that's going to bump you off your goals or where you're going to go. You know, it's not going to be smooth sailing, but your belief, that's the only thing that's different between the people who create success and the people who struggle, is what's going on between your ears. We all have the same things. Like, do those millionaires who are standing up here, do they have different products than us? No. Do they got a different comp plan? Do, like, you know, they give them a special comp plan? No. We've got everything's the same. So what's the difference? And I got to tell you, one thing that really got me excited about this opportunity is I saw some people up here who were very skilled at connecting and communicating. And I'm going to be honest, you know, I didn't believe for one second that there's not a skill that anybody in this room cannot master that any one of those millionaires have if you're just willing to work at it. That's all it is. But yourself, I got to tell you, that belief in yourself is a moving target. We have good days and bad days. Does that make sense? You know, like that's a struggle. You're having a bad day. Maybe you've taken 10 no's in a row. Okay? Rather than kicking a stone and feeling sorry for yourself, and I want to be real and transparent here, you got to start asking yourself questions. What can I do? What can I say? Or how can I say it better? Don't feel sorry. You're working at it. You're improving your skills. Does that make sense? What's the number one asset in your business? It's you. It's not the products. It's not the comp plan. It's you. People will join you in this business because of you. It's not, you know, it's not because you're selling shakes. It's so important. So you got to be willing to invest in yourself. That's the key thing. That's the one thing, you know, I love picking the brains of leaders. You know, asking questions. Hey, what were a few key things that really helped you create a lot of success? And I'm going to tell you, this was consistent in everyone. Personal growth or personal development. What are they doing to break down that, you know, those conditioning thoughts? We just really, any of these conditioning thoughts that when you get a negative thought come in, like, well, yeah, they can do it, but I can't do it. You know, I'm shy or whatever. We want to absolutely shatter those conditioning beliefs, because truly, if you're willing to do this, you know, that's just garbage. That's just somebody else filling your head with negativity. Personal growth, as you start growing yourself, we said you want more, become more. This was something that was consistent. What are you reading? What are you listening to? You know, on a consistent level. Because, you know, I love this quote from Jim Rohn. You know, formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. And I think that's been proven time and time again. So that's what you've got to be willing to invest in yourself. And Kelly and Cindy covered it so well. When Kelly starts talking about a schedule, you got to also schedule time in for you. How are you conditioning what's going on between your ears? What are you doing to improve yourself, the way you think? Because when you invite people to partner and join you, they're going to have struggling days as well. How are you going to help them through that? Does that make sense? So, and don't worry, that's when you tap into your leaders. When you're having wall-kicking moments, then that's, you know, we've seen those things. We've had them. Guess what? I always say, you know, and this is the only time I use upline or downline. When I'm having a bad day, my downline never hears about it. They know I have them, but that's what I love about this business. Unlike corporate America, you know, crap doesn't roll downhill. When our team's having a bad day, I want that to come to me. Let me know about it so that we can help them through these struggling moments. Does that make sense? So when you're looking at, you know, at your personal development, I really want to encourage you to make a decision. You literally, leaders, what they do is they make decisions early and they just manage them. Because when you truly decide, I want this for my family, I want this for myself, and you decide to go pro. Because if you're having a problem attracting people into your business, maybe it's because you're dipping your toe. You know, I'm kind of in, maybe I'm going to take a couple weeks off. You know, I'm kind of doing this thing part-time. Is that inspiring for people to partner with you? No. So rather than dipping your toe in, why don't we just freaking cannonball this baby? No, honestly, like, just when people know you're committed, they're going to follow you. They don't want to think that, well, I'm going to join you and then be gone the next week. And it's so important. So, you know, it's truly about how bad do you want it. So what I like to do is just dim the lights for a second, and I like to play a short video. So if we can get the lights, all right? You got that, John? Can you turn up the volume, please?
It was a young man who, you know, he wanted to make a lot of money, and so he went to this guru, right? And he told the guru, you know, I want to be on the same level you are. And so the guru said, if you want to be on the same level I'm on, I'll meet you tomorrow at the beach at 4 a.m. He liked the beach. I said, I want to make money. I don't want to swim. Guru said, if you want to make money, I'll meet you tomorrow, 4 a.m. So the young man got there at 4 a.m. He all ready to rock and roll, got on the suit. He should have worn shorts. The old man grabs his hand and said, how bad do you want to be successful? He said, real bad. He said, walk on out in the water. So he walks out into the water. Watch this. When he walks out into the water, it goes waist deep. So he's like, this guy crazy. Adrian, he's like, I want to make money. He got me out here swimming. I didn't ask to be a lifeguard. I want to make money. He got me in. So he said, come out a little further. Walked out a little further. Then he had it right around this area. He told the guy, he said, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. I don't know how many of y'all got asthma in here today, but if you ever had an asthma attack before, you short of breath, SOB, shortness of breath, you wheezing. The only thing you trying to do is get some air. You don't care about no basketball game. You don't care what's on TV. You don't care about nobody calling you. You don't care about a party. The only thing you care about when you're trying to breathe is to get some fresh air. That's it. And when you get to the point where all you want to do is be successful as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. And I'm here to tell you, number one, that most of you say you want to be successful, but you don't want it bad. You just kind of want it. You don't want it badder than you want to party. You don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success as much as you want to sleep. Some of you love sleep more than you love success. And I'm here to tell you today, if you're going to be successful, you got to be willing to give up sleep. You got to be willing to work off for 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours. If you really want to be successful, some days you're going to have to stay up 3 days in a row. Because if you go to sleep, you might miss the opportunity to be successful. That's how bad you got to want it. You got to go days without, listen to me, you got to want to be successful so bad that you forget to eat. Pain is temporary. It may last for a minute, or an hour, or a day, or even a year. But eventually, it will subside. And something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it will last forever. The most important thing is this: to be able at any moment to sacrifice what you are for what you will become. Would a real Eric Thomas please stand up? Stop being this high school dropout. Stop giving up. Stop sleeping on the street. Stop walking up and down Finkel Avenue like you ain't got nothing, and get your GED. Stop being afraid to take a test. Stop being afraid to go to college because your daddy didn't go and your mama didn't go. Stop being afraid and be the best Eric Thomas you can be. But listen to me, it's going to be hard. It took me 12 years to get a 4-year degree, but I got it. And guess what? On a degree, it don't have dates. So if it took you 4 and it took me 12, it don't show up nowhere. But I'm exactly where I wanted to be because I realized I got to commit my very being to this thing. I got to breathe it. I got to eat it. I got to sleep it. And until you get there, you'll never be successful in life. But once you get there, I guarantee you, the world is yours. So work hard and you can have whatever it is you want.
All right. Okay, lights, please. All right, and that's the one thing about this, is don't compare yourself. We do say, how bad do you want it? If we could turn those up a little bit more, that would be awesome. Don't compare. It doesn't matter if it takes 5 years. It doesn't matter if it takes 10 years to really create that freedom that you want, right? So I want to ask you, how many of you are truly committed to diving in, cannonball in this pool, and really starting to create the life that you want? Let's make some noise. Awesome. Okay, so what I want to talk to you about just very quickly, there's only 3 key fundamental skills you need to master to really create massive success in this business, okay? And what those are is prospecting. Basically what that is where do I find people to talk to, right? And then you've got connecting. What do I say to the people I find? And then you've got duplication. How do I get my people to do what I'm doing? 3 key things. So when we're looking at that, understand, we're making a list. We talk about that. You want to continue to, who do you know? Literally, all these different lists. You've got family, friends, holiday lists, business card lists, email lists. Anybody that you give your business to automatically gives you the right to talk to them about your business. And I am so serious about this. I'm talking to my insurance adjuster, and I say, hey, listen, you've been giving us great service for the last 4 years. I'd love to talk to you about a business opportunity that my wife and I are joining, or we've just started. When would you have 20 minutes? Oh, I'm not interested. Oh, yeah? All right, I'm shopping new insurance. I am serious. They don't have to join your business. They owe you 20 minutes. And don't accept anything less. Does that make sense? And you're looking at email lists, wedding lists. And I know there's people in here who got 2 and 3 of those. That's okay. Never thought you could use those old lists, right? Well, that's good. But what you're doing is you're really looking for leaders. You're looking for people who are driven, focused, great attitudes. We get to pick who comes into our business. Entrepreneurs, network marketers. Guess what? Get to know other network marketers, but never trash talk other companies. Always be okay with being their number 2. Have conversations with them, but put them on your list. What you want to do is just be able to talk to them. Say, hey, this is what I love about my company. What do you like about yours? And then just be okay with being their number 2 until their company disappoints them. And then guess what? If you build that solid relationship with them, who do you think they're going to come and see? But if you trash talk their company, you're attacking what they believe in. Don't ever engage in that garbage. Does that make sense? But when you're looking at it is, just those people who've got, those people who have a large circle of influence. You go to a social event and there's a lot of people around them laughing, the energy's great. Yeah, that person in the middle. You want to get them on your list. Those people have a great circle of influence. Leaders, who do you want to lock arms with and really rock this? That's something that you really want to highlight, okay? So what we could do is you're always consistently making your list. And I want you to understand that, literally, every day our goal is to add 2 to 3 names to our list. You could be listening to the radio, a song reminds you of somebody, write their name down. Put it down. It doesn't matter if you're thinking, oh, what's John's last name? Just write John from school, second date, terrible. Whatever it is, you're going to remember that stuff. And then you can try to hook up with them on Facebook, whatever. It doesn't matter. You got to keep that fresh list going. You don't know what's going on. But let's talk. This is one, if you got a phone, you can take a picture of this. All these slides will be available, but it's a great opportunity for you. If you've got that list, you could just say, hey, Jenny, I made a list of all the people in my life that are absolutely exceptional, and you're definitely one of them. I'm launching a project over the next 90 days, and I'm working with a talented team of people that want to create more freedom in their lives. I have a short video I'd love for you to watch. Can you watch this in the next hour, and I can call you back? Or you can compliment, hey, hey, Jenny, I'm also looking to just partner up with a couple key people who would be really serious about creating a 6-figure income over the next 12 to 18 months working part-time from home. Is that something that would interest you? You see what I mean? It's just, did I say isogenics? And we're talking business, right? Sometimes you can approach people, you're just excited. I look at it as the same mindset. Has anybody thought of looking into rental properties or real estate as an investment? It's any other business opportunity. Like if I said, wow, this amazing building's coming up, And before it hit, it really cash flows or whatever, it's a business opportunity, I might call up Mike Hedges and say, hey, Mike, you know what? I can't do this on my own, but I'd love to partner with you on this deal. I think this building really makes some money. It's the same idea. This is an opportunity. The excitement and energy that you put into this is exactly what you're going to get back. Does that make sense? But let's talk about the connecting aspect of it. And this is a mentor of mine, John Maxwell. I've had the opportunity to work with him over the last 3 years and become a certified speaker, trainer, and coach with John Maxwell in the leadership arena. And I got to tell you, he wrote this amazing book, Everyone Communicates, Few Connect. And that's the difference here, people. You really want to be able to connect with people. Let's not be the dog chasing. What you want to do is kind of be a little bit more. It's like the cat, or you're going fishing, and it's really about connecting with people. But let me ask you, we've made a list, and now someone tells you, okay, let's start talking to people. What's the first thing you feel? Okay, I'll give you a hint. Isn't it? What kind of fear? What are the different types of fear that we experience? Rejection. This is great, okay? And it's so true. It just, fear will paralyze you if you let it. And fear is just, all that is the anticipation of pain. So you're thinking, oh, what are they going to say? They're going to reject me. What's going on? So, let's just say that, for instance, I'm in Spokane, so I'm flying out tomorrow, so I'm thinking, oh, 'cause it's going to be a late dinner. So I'm going to dinner tonight by myself. So what I do is I look over and I say, hey, Kirsty, would you like to go to dinner with me tonight? And using her better judgment, she says, no thanks. Okay? Has my life gotten any worse? No offense, Kirsty. But honestly, it stayed the same. I'm still going to dinner by myself. Understand this, people. You need to get out of your own way. But what if they say yes? This is your business. There's people who are going to say no, and that's okay. One of the things I always say when someone says, hey, no thanks, and write this down. I say, is that no for now or no for good? And ask them, because maybe it's just a timing issue. It's always been for us. Is that no for now or no forever? But when you're looking at the rejection, that's the key thing. Your life is, again, they're not in your team. But what if they say yes? Or worse, what if you don't ask them because you're worried about what they say, and then the next time you come to an awesome meeting like this, they're sitting beside someone else going, I'm so excited about this business opportunity, and my name's Kelly Dickeroff, and I'm actually going to just launch this right through the roof. Okay? Then we need a total different level of counseling. Right? You're like, damn, don't let that happen. Does that make sense? So yeah, the fear of rejection. But the key thing here is there's also the fear of failure. People are always worried, well, there's two ways to fail. There's, I'm totally going to disengage, and I'm just not going to play. I'm out. Or what every successful person in this room has done, and any successful person who's created success in their life, they look at failure as the learning process, and they fail forward. They're willing to fail forward. Trip, get up. Trip, get up. It's part of the process. It's amazing in this business how many people will talk to 8 people or 10 people. They get 10 no's without practicing any skills, and they go, yeah, I can't do this business. And that's all happening up here. Can you imagine that? Babies. Babies are trying to walk. They're getting up. They fall down. They're trying to pull themselves up, walk, fall down. Do you ever see a baby go, I'm done. Forget it. So what's the difference here, people? Be willing to fail. Okay, how you respond is exactly, how you respond to failure will determine your success. And truly, if you want to increase your rate of success, then be willing to double your rate of failure. Like I said, the only difference between, all the millionaires that were standing up here and everybody sitting out there is they've just gotten more no's than anybody else. That's it. And they don't let the no's stop them from picking up the phone or connecting with somebody else. That's the difference. That's it. There's no magic, they just got more no's, and they're willing to keep going and going. And and we just freeze up. And on this note, I'd love to just play another short video for you. And then, we're going to wrap up a couple quick things and move on. But you know, I just really encourage you. There's no difference, you know, between you and any of the success. The only difference is what you believe is possible. Does that make sense? You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. You know, look at it. Health, finances, probably within 10%. Your attitude. So check that. Like, you know. So, you know, what you might have to do is start changing that a little bit. I had to. I had a lot of negative people in my life. So what we're going to do is we're just going to key a video. And from there, you know, then we'll cover. All right. Thanks, John.
You know, sometimes all you need is 20 seconds of insane courage. Just literally 20 seconds of just embarrassing bravery. And I promise you, something great will come of it. This is the story before the story. This is where you and you begin. Because this is where I met your mom. She was sitting right there in that chair. Hang on.
Hey, so I was walking by and I literally stopped like this, just stopped and went, oh my God, that is the most beautiful woman I have ever seen in my entire life. But I've never done anything like this. I'd never gone and talked to a total stranger before, but she was right there. And so I thought to myself, 20 seconds, right? Go.
Now I'm in the restaurant. And I'm terrified. Thinking about leaving. I can actually touch her. She's right there. She still hasn't seen me. And I still have 15 seconds of courage left. I'm going for it. Bravery. Here's what I said.
What?
I said, excuse me.
Hello. Hey, Nami.
Why would an amazing woman like you even talk to someone like me?
Why not?
All right. So, yeah, you know, actually, you know, and it's so true. When you think about it, that's what I'm really encouraging you. Get out of your own way. Stop playing a story in your head, because literally there's people out there who would love to join you with this. When you're connecting with people and you come from that different mindset of, you know, wow, I want to just be excited. I want to be authentic and just tell you what I'm excited about. You know, it's not about selling shakes, people. It's about giving people an opportunity to radically change the quality of their lives. And everybody in this room has the power to do that. You just got to work on yourself. You just got to just say, enough. I'm not settling anymore. And I'm not listening to any more negative people. Like I'm telling you, you know, when you talk about people who are anchors trying to slow you down, dream stealers, I just want to empower you and ask, you know, leave you with this one last thought before I bring up these two amazing people to do some draws, is I just really encourage you, look at what's in front of you, make the decision to do it, and don't ever let negative people rent space in your head. Who agrees with that? All right. So honestly, let's go out there. You got amazing leadership here. You've got amazing things going on here in Spokane, still just getting started. So, on that note, I hope you got something out of this. I'd really love to bring up to the stage, because we're going to start giving away a little bling here. And I'd love to bring up the amazing Carol Waldenberg and Jacki Shoemake Palmer.
All right. How amazing is Mike Dellaire? How lucky is Spokane to have him?
Thank you,
Does
Mike.
anyone feel a little bit
Fabulous.
better
Thank
after
you.
that with connecting? All right, well, we want to respect your time, and we know the evening is running late. If anyone has a celebration form that they filled out, go ahead and turn it into the basket, and we're going to do a draw. We're going to do 5 draws. So basically, if your name is called, the odds are good. That's looking pretty slim. Any other ones?
Come on, you guys, bring them up.
If your name is called, we will match the amount of tickets that you have purchased. So if you purchase 5 tickets, we pull your name out, you will get 5 more tickets. It's pretty good, right?
You can get some more.
All right, so last minute here. Get them all in, get them all in. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Any last ones? One more? All right. And Celebration was so amazing. I mean, really, if you're going to New Year Kickoff or Celebration, we are already halfway sold out. So this is the lowest price ticket you can get. If you're on the fence thinking, I don't know, this is the day to get the ticket, because after this, the price goes up. And New Year Kickoff, we are really close to selling out as well. So if you're on the fence with that, I would definitely recommend buying a ticket sooner than later, because that event will sell out shortly. All right, are we all good? All right. One more.
Come on, girl.
Oh, and one more right there. You gotta hurry. All right, and so just so you know, I'm going to be taking these back. Brian and I will be taking these back, and we'll be putting these in so your information is safe, and it will be with me, and we'll make sure everything gets taken care of, because I know people get concerned about that. Okay, while she's going to fill that out, we're going to do our first draw. Go ahead right now. Carol, do you want to read the name?
I brought my glasses. Put it right on top here. Oh, my buddy Genevieve Kennedy, get up here, girl.
Woo! So Genevieve, about how many? Buy 2, get 1 free. So
Woo!
she's going to get 3 more tickets.
All right, Genevieve.
Do you want to come do the next draw, Genevieve?
And I actually, had nothing to do with that, so.
All right. We're going to do 4 more. All right. Go ahead.
Hey, Sonny. The one with the bubble gum attached. Oh, I didn't want to. I did. I got you covered. Oh, good. Denise Conrad. Woo-hoo!
All right. Denise bought 2 New Year Kickoff tickets, so she's going to get 2 more. Do you want to come up and draw the next one?
All right, Denise. Thanks, Genevieve.
There you go. Got one more. All right. Who's it going to be?
Okay, girl. Congratulations. So exciting.
Callie Mills.
Woo! Callie! All right. Where is she? Perfect. All right, Callie bought a New Year Kickoff ticket, so she's going to get 1 free.
All right, Kelly.
2 more draws left. You guys know something really exciting is the number of draws we do depends on the attendance of the event. And we were scheduled to have 250 people here, and we had 350 and 100 guests.
That's amazing. And so with that, here's the message. Help us and pre-register so we don't have people sitting in the back without chairs. We would so appreciate that.
Gosh. All right.
Lindsay DeBoard.
5 tickets.
Oh, 5 tickets. All right.
All right, this is our last one, and then we're done for the night. Go ahead and draw.
Thank you, Callie.
Oh, Kai Morimoto. Woohoo! Girl, come
a
on.
New Year kickoff and 3 celebrations, so she'll get matches on those. That's all our 5.
Okay, great. Wonderful. Congratulations to everybody. Isn't this fun? All right.
You know what's pretty amazing is how many people are still here. Like, it's 9 o'clock, and you guys are still here. Yeah. Should we do a sleepover? They'll go all night. They just want to hear Mike.
We could do that. Let me tell you, you'd walk out of here and you'd know this business, hands down. And so, here's what I want you to all think about. Because I think 2015 we need to have an ISA University here in Spokane, Washington. So we'll send this message back with our corporate people, and we'll hold that one very high on our wish list and our dream board. Okay?
All right.
All right. Also, before we close this down, I want our board to stand up with acknowledgement, because really it's the planning committee that has really assisted us in creating this successful event. So thank you so much. And I really want to thank and have John and Cecily Wright come to the stage for a moment, because I'm telling you, they're the ones that do the IT. They're the ones that are up till 2 o'clock last night with slides. And it's so important that we acknowledge Mr. John Charles and Cecily Wright, okay? And we would like you to have a gift certificate to this wonderful restaurant downtown. So we heard that that was your favorite. So thank you so much. And like I said, it's very important. This is in momentum in Spokane, Washington. So anytime as leaders now that you can help us out and really get into events early so that we can really plan effectively, we would really appreciate it. So know that it is this is the beginning of something very, very big. Okay? And I'd like to just acknowledge tonight, first of all, thank you so much to all of our leaders, our presenters. We absolutely are just ecstatic with where you're taking this team. So thank you. Big round of applause for all of our leaders. Oh, and then we have a drawing. Okay, I lost the basket already.
One more. It's right there.
Here we come. Thank you so much, Marna. I so appreciate you. Okay, Jackie.
And what's this for, Cindy?
This is a 90-day game plan. Where are they at? On the table right behind us.
All right. All right, so pull out your tickets, the red tickets. The number is 388797. 388797. There we go. We have a winner. Do they get all these tools?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
One of each? The one
Okay, your
party?
name?
Christine.
Christine.
Oh. Christine.
One of these? One of each? One of each? I'm just kidding.
Just one.
All right, you're going to get a lunch party.
Oh, my gosh, she's getting a launch party. That's better than anything.
And that's good because next week in the 90-day game plan is launch party week, so she is all set. All right, next number, 388797. 388797. Any takers? You got to be here to win. Are you? Oh, no. Okay, 388796. 796. Oh, sorry.
Okay, I got it.
Oh, that's me and Carol. We won. 388752. 752. Going once. Going twice. We got it. Woo! All right, this gentleman's going to get a 90-day game plan, fully equipped. Congratulations. Great job, Jeff. All right, next one. 388616. 616 for a lookbook. There we go. All right, for our next one, it's going to be a launch party kit. 388794. Congratulations. 794? 794. 388. That one? The last three are 820. 820? 820 for a lunch party kit. Going once, going twice. Not here. This is why you have to stay to the end. 388793. 793. Woohoo! Launch party kit for launch party week. All right. Ready for the next one is 388-799. 799. All right. Oh, we got one! Yay! Woo! 90-day game plan coming up. Okay, and then finally for the last lookbook, 388-591. 591. Congratulations. All right, 591's out here. 388-737. 737. Woo! There we go. Congratulations.
So it's so important that you stay till the end because we give away great things, okay? And so with that, I would like to wrap it up tonight. And what I'd like you to all know that we've heard a lot, we've seen a lot. And now the question to you is that knowledge without action really brings you back to just knowledge. And so what are you going to walk away and take all of this knowledge and put into action literally as you get home and you drive home? And I can tell you that it's sometimes simply putting in a CD to keep you continually tuned in to this opportunity, to this mindset, and to the energy and light that this community is going to take us. And so I thank you again for coming tonight. I look forward to seeing you with Dr. Colgan in the future. I want you to, we put a slide down with the dates. Dr. Colgan will be here the 3rd week in October. And then I also want you to know there's a Seattle event October 11th. I don't know if we had a slide for that. But we will certainly put it out on Facebook so you know about it. And our ISA University will sell out in September, 3rd week in September. So get your tickets, get your hotel, get your airline. We are in momentum, and we're so excited that you're on this journey with us.
Should we do a 1, 2, 3?
1.
All right, we're going to, on the count of 3, we're all going to say Isagenics. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, and then you also Isagenics, and then it's time to get into action, all right? Ready for launch party week next week? Absolutely. All right, 1, 2, 3, Isagenics!
Thank you, you guys.